Good morning, everyone. So first of all, I would like to thank everyone for coming. So you have invested the time that you have, and if it is going to be a Saturday morning, right? So not everyone will do it. So thanks for that. So yeah, so this is going to be a very short talk on how I started contributing to the open source just with an README file. So everyone will think like it is going to be open source. There's going to be a lot of coding. So I just want to. I'm trying to with this speech. I'm trying to break that myth. So that is my whole idea. So it is like I will walk you through the process of the open source contribution. I would say it is a process um, rather than buzzing with lot of buzzwords. So please bear with me. I will make sure like you will have a good hold of the process of contributing to the open source. So that like we should give back to the society in some way or the other, right? So that is the overall intention of the talk. So everyone knows what is a README file, right? So everyone is comfortable. Awesome. Cool. So before jumping into it, like who am I? I'm a QA with 6+ years of experience, and then like most of the things. This is what I do basically. So it is like I love bike riding a lot. So and then like I work at Thoughtworks. So I started contributing, and I do run some YouTube channels, and then like I roam a lot. So this is my elder sister's son. So obviously you could see some of the faces here. So these are the friends whom I hang out with. So that is a short crisp about me. So that is like who am I that is done. So like let's jump into the topic. So what is open source? So I just want to hear from you people. Like what do you think? Like what is an open source project or community driven project? Okay. Then any other answers? Awesome. Yes. Any other? Awesome. So yeah, that is the perfect answer. The thing is like the source code is open for you. So it is like, let's say iOS, you will not be able to see the coding actually. But in the case of other things, let's take the example of Selenium. So obviously everyone will be aware of the Selenium thing, right? Obviously you can, if you just do a Google search, GitHub, Selenium, obviously you will land in a page where so you can see, look into the code of the Selenium. So that is the beauty of the open source world. And like even like recently, Microsoft acquired GitHub. Why so? So there are lots of open source. It is going to be the future. So that is the primary idea. So we have already closed source. Closed source is nothing but proprietary softwares where you cannot see the code. It is as simple as that. So we have completed what is open source part and why. So I personally feel like when you want to do something right, the why part is more important. So I'm wearing this T-shirt, right? So I just started contributing to the open source just for this T-shirt because in ThoughtWorks you will have you can see large number of people wearing this T-shirt. It's like okay, many of them wearing this. Like why can't I? I just want to give it a try. And then like I'm not that super good at coding, but I'm just improving in that part. But I just I'm just got this T-shirt just by contributing a README file. So that is the whole story I just want to share. So this is my why part. I guess like you should find your own why part for the contributing. Maybe this is going to be a simple reason. Obviously, like if I'm planning to give a T-shirt to you, obviously you can do something, right? So yeah. And then like it is not only that we can it obviously it will add value to your resume. Let's say like if you are going for an interview and then like you let's say obviously if you are going for an interview there should be a differentiating factor why I should hire you. So obviously if you contribute to the open source world, surely you will stand out in the crowd. And second would be like you can give back something to the like open source let's say you can contribute to the even for a Selenium also you can contribute it. Yeah. And finally obviously like it is a global thing, right? So you can collaborate with people who are at a standard, like there will be certain standard that will be set, right? So you can improve yourself to reach to that standard, so that like you will improve a lot in turn. Yeah, the prerequisites would be like you should have lots of energy. So like you should push yourself to know more things, and then like the basic GitHub commands. I will it is let's do it in 2 minutes actually. So it is going to be working directory, stage area, local repo, and remote repo. So most of the things, the remote repo will be the source of truth. That will be the source of truth actually. So when you add a git add, you will add files to the git add to the staging area, and after that, if you commit it, it will be in your local repo. And then if you push the changes to the remote repo, it will be added to the source of truth. Till now you are with me, right? Or any confusions? Super cool. Yeah. And the same process applies in the reverse also. Let's say you want something from the source of truth, that is remote repo. You need to pull it, and then like in the local repo your changes will be there. And if you want to work in that particular thing, you should do a git checkout and git merge if necessary. So it is a short glimpse, because like in the second half of the day, you will do a lot of git checkout. You should do what is happening. It is an overall idea. Cool. So like we have seen what is an open source, why we need to do it. So I will walk you through the process how you can do it. So in my journey, I would um, I will break down the things into these 8 number of steps. The first would be identifying foreign repository for the issue, so that like you can contribute. So you should have the starting point, right? So you should search for a repository or an issue. The second one is fork the repository to your own repository. So I will not only explain this like these 8-step process. I will demo in a while actually, so that like you will get a good grip on the processes. So the second one would be you should fork the repository which you are interested in. And the third step would be you should clone the repository. So what will happen in the real world? Let's say there is going to be a hello world program that is what we are interested to contribute. Okay, and after that, what we need to do, we need to fork that repository and then clone the repository. Clone the repository in the sense, obviously you will have a local project where you will, when you do a run, it will print a hello world. That's it. It is as simple as that. And after that, you need to create a branch to be in safer area. I'm saying so because so that is the source of truth. Let's imagine like Selenium. You are aspiring to contribute to the Selenium project, and then you have forked to a repository in your repository. Okay, and after that, I'm stressing to create a new branch because we should not screw up the original source of truth, which is up and running, which is well and good. So just to make sure, we will be creating a new branch, and then we will be adding our code, and then we will be doing all this stuff. So obviously, this is where the real picture comes in. Cook your code, or in our case, we will be editing the README file. I just want to make it simple. That's why I'm taking the README file, and then parcel it, and then raise pull request. And it is going to be the 8th one. It is going to be a quite secret. I will convey at the end. So yeah, it's demo time. Let's see how it goes. Okay, so here I'm having 2 repositories here. So I have 2 users here. So the first one would be, it is going to be mine. It is called Praga Praga. So please remember the name for a while. So this is going to be the, like, what do you call? So let's take the project Idiyapamanna. Okay. So this is the project which we want to contribute. Okay. So my simple requirement is, this is a hell a lot of text content. I just want to add a smiley. That is the requirement actually. So what I will do, So anyone can raise issues. Even if you go to Selenium, right? Selenium GitHub, we have 479 issues actually, even though we use Selenium, but there are 479 issues that are open. So I just interested in creating a new issue. I just want to add smiley in readme file. So that is my issue. So I have raised an issue, okay? So I have created another user called Prek24. So this is the person who wants to contribute to the readme smiley thing. It's okay. Yeah. So I'm just searching. So my username is Praga. Okay. So I'm just going to search. So this is the search process that I have listed down in the process. So this is, I'm landing in Praga. So I'm interested to contribute to this project called Idyapamanna. So like we just want to fork this. So this is the user. I'm just going to fork this project. It is like, it is going to be a real term terminology. If you want to, let's say your friend is eating and then you just want to taste his dish, you will be forking using fork and you will be taking the project. So kind of imagine that way so that it will be kind of fun. So I have just forked. So when I go to this source of truth here, when I try to refresh it, here this says one person forked the repository. Here you can see one person forked the repository. So yeah, so after this, our requirement is to edit this README file. So let's edit it. Okay, let's add a smiley over here. So let's preview the changes. So you will have a smiley over here. So this is the change that we are doing. Obviously, in real time, like you will be doing it in a code, so that like there will be obviously there will be conflict will happen. Every single issue will happen to us. We should overcome that. And then like now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to commit these changes. So remember remember one thing. Everything that we are doing is in our forked branch, forked thing. So you can see like Prek24 Idyapamanna, but the source of truth is Praga Idyapamanna. It is. Till now, you all are with me, right? Cool. Yeah. So after this, you should raise a new pull request. New pull request in the sense we so we have what we did. We have forked the project and then we did some changes. We have just added a smiley, okay. And after that, like just to streamline the process, this pull request is being introduced. So what we have done, we have forked the repository and then we have added a small smiley, and then we are creating a new pull request just to inform the main collaborators to show, hey, this is what your requirement and this is what I have done. So review the changes kind of thing. So we are going to create a new pull request. Let's add, please. Yeah. So after this, you will get a notification. Yeah. Okay. So here you can see the go to the pull request. So here, this is what we have added. Please update the README file. And then let's say if we are merging this pull request, when we do a confirm merge, now this is the source of truth, right? That Idyapamanna, you will have a smiley here. So this is how the whole process works. Just to add, like in real time, you will have to, like there will be a lot of threads that will be going on. Let's do one more commit. So let's close this issue. Actually, like it has been done, right? So we have added a smiley. So let's close this issue. Let's raise one more issue, another smiley. So I'm creating a new issue, and then like you will be seen here. So so in this case, let's in real time, there will be a lot of conversation that will happen in real time. Let's say I'm interested to add a smiley. Like since you know the process, you will also interested in to add the smiley, right? So what you can do, you can ask, shall I take this issue to Praga Praga? So he is the like owner of the repository, right? So when you comment it, he will receive a notification, and then in the assignee thing, right? So your name will be displayed since you have commented in that particular section. So let's say I'm assigning this to Prec24, so that like others will not take that particular issue. So it is communicating like he is working on this issue. And you can also say it's like obviously like it is an open source world, right? So nothing comes for free. So nothing comes for free in the sense like everyone should invest that time. So you can assign up to 10 people to that particular issue. Let's say I'm not free, and then he is interested. He can work on that particular issue and then contribute to, so that like picture will be complete. So now you can see Praga Praga assigned this particular issue now. So obviously all these things you will get an email like you have been assigned this issue. So the overall picture will be tracked. So yeah. So here. Yeah, I have just issued. Okay, and then again I will go to the README file. Okay, README file. Again I will edit it. Okay, you know the process now. Repositories. Here also you can see this is yours. Let's make sure you are doing it in your thing. So again, let's edit it. Again, Idyapamanna. So let's add a smiley on the top so that we can visibly, yeah, we can see the changes. Again, commit the changes. Obviously, okay, we should raise a pull request. New pull request. So this is the change that we have made. Update readme. Again, create a pull request. And then like here, I just want to know one process. Let's say, actually, I'm just raising the pull request, right? In real world, what will happen is, so there will be a series of tests that will be configured. So let's say, so Selenium is a big project, right? So there will be a series of tests that will be configured. So if there is going to be any test failure, right? So your pull request will not be raised. Only if the test case passes all the test case, if gets passed, the pull request, it will be raised. In a real world, I'm just saying. So yeah, we have just raised the pull request, and then up. Okay, this is mine, right? Okay. Obviously, we will get a notification. Go to pull request. Okay, this is the README thing. I'm happy. I'm going to merge the, like, I'm just going to merge the pull request. And then I'm going to see the Idiyapamanna, like source of truth, and I have a smiley here. So yeah, okay, let's finish it out. Like, hope you had a good hold of the overall process. So yeah, so this is the secret step. So you should repeat, because like consistency is the key. So once you do a whole set of process again and again and again, you will get used to it, obviously. So yeah, that is the overall talk is all about. Yeah, you can connect with me in LinkedIn, GitHub, and like I do run a YouTube channel in Tamil. So I love to share my knowledge always. So thanks a lot for your time. Thanks.